Let's suppose A, B, and C are real numbers. Fixed real numbers. Such that B squared minus 4AC greater than or equal to 0. What is it, B squared minus 4AC again? What do we call that?
The discriminant.
The discriminant, that's exactly right. What does it tell us when that's greater than or equal to 0?
How many solutions?
Okay?
2, 4, 1.
Yeah, it tells us there's 2 or 1 real solution, right? What would happen if B squared minus 4AC, the discriminant was less than 0? There would be 0 real solutions. Okay, good. And then it tells us let R and S be solutions of the equation. AX squared plus BX plus C equals 0. So the numbers R and S are solutions to this. What kind of equation? It's a quadratic, right? Part A says use the quadratic formula Now I'm writing down the problem, okay? You don't have to write down the problem. It's in problem page 96 of your book. Just use the quadratic formula to show that R plus S is equal to negative B over A, and R times S is equal to C over A. This part A is going to be 20 points on your test. 20 out of 100 points will come from this part A. So what are you going to have to know? Without a doubt, what are you going to have to know? It's telling you, you use this. What are you going to have to know?
Quadratic formula.
That's right. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give you some formula sheet. I'm not going to give you a note card for this. You need to know the quadratic formula backwards, forwards, inside out, every which way. What is the quadratic formula? That's the quadratic formula. Okay. And it tells me R and S are solutions. How many solutions does that quadratic formula give me?
2.
It gives me 2. Okay? So, what am I going to write for? R equals what? And what is S going to equal? There you go. Those are my 2 solutions. Now on the test, if you skip writing down the quadratic formula, that x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. If you skip that line, that's okay. All right? You go straight setting up what R and S are, but you've got to define what R and S are. Okay. And then it tells me we've got to show, for part A, we've got to show that R plus S equals minus B over A. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? And what does R plus S equal? And what else? Right, that's R. I just wrote down. I'm writing down R plus S. So what am I going to write next? Plus. There we go. You need to go ahead and show me what you're doing here, okay? I might be able to infer from what you do, but I'm going to be hesitant until you start skipping a whole bunch of steps, because I need to see that it needs to make a logical progression from one step to the other. It needs to be obvious where the last one came from. Or you can write out an explanation in words. Okay? Show me the steps in math, or you can write out an explanation in words from how you got from one step to the other. Okay. Got 2 fractions there I'm adding together. What do I need to add 2 fractions together?
Common denominator.
Common denominator. Do I have that?
Yes.
Yes. So when I add two fractions, how do I do that when I have a common denominator? Add the numerators, right? What happens to the denominator?
It's the same.
There you go. What happens on top?
What did you do with your square root?
Oops. Good point. Lost it. Now it's back. Thank you.
Now you can cancel.
All right. Now the square roots cancel, right? Got a plus square root of b squared minus 4ac. That's supposed to be a minus. Let me fix that. It looks better. That's a minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. What am I left with? What happens to those twos?
Cancel.
And so I'm left with r plus s equals negative b over a, which is exactly what I want to show.